Welcome to the Christian Business Incubator podcast. I am your co-host, Ken Freire, and today I am here with one of our members, Susan Olson. Susan, thanks for being here with us today. And what we're going to talk about is some of the success you've had while being in our program. But before we jump into that, can you tell us a little bit more about what you do for your people?
Hi, Ken. Well, I'm excited to talk with you about this. And what I am doing with my people now is offering a great program designed around ways to help women address their health, nutrition, weight loss through this program I have.
Fantastic. And I believe you focus on metabolic wellness, correct?
Exactly. So the name that the incubator has helped me hone in on and be specific is the Metabolic Wellness and Weight Loss Academy for Women.
I love it. I love it. And when you think about that, your program, who's your ideal customer, your ideal client?
So my clients are going to typically be women, and it can be any age, but typically I'm looking at women in somewhere in the 40 something into the 60s and more that are in this space where the challenge of health and weight and understanding some of the things going on have made it difficult. The perfect storm of life and their body and metabolism has made it really challenging to use a nutrition and weight loss. So I have been able to use my background expertise to come up with a specific structure system that has been very successful.
That's fantastic. And you kind of started alluding to this, but what were you doing before you joined CBI?
So I'm a dietitian. This is something I've been doing all my career, 40 years, which I love it. And I'm really fortunate to have learned what I have. And as I worked at a big medical practice for many years, I had this, kind of a prayer and hope that I could find a way to do this that gave me more time to work with people and do it my way, so to speak. So for me, COVID was that opportunity to come and open my own practice, working through functional medicine and nutrition in a way that I learned a lot and could do things so that I could discover what I'm describing to you. And then I had this vision and prayer that I could serve more people in a way that I could reach and scale this service opportunity to more people and really hone in on this group. So that's where I came upon the incubator. Again, I don't think it was a coincidence. I was looking and almost pulled the trigger literally days earlier on another type of thing that was not anything like what the Christian incubator is. So
Wow. So you were looking at different programs, researching. What was it about CBI, Christian Business Incubator, that prompted you to enroll with us and not with the other group or other groups that you were looking at?
I think just listening to the Paul's short, introduction or what he was offering and the way he did just felt right and different and more real and in line with what my thinking and my hope was around using my faith and basing it in doing it from that standpoint. So right from the get-go, and hearing him and talking to your coaches and people, it just helped happen very peacefully and naturally without any angst. And from day one, just a good fit.
I love it. I love that you found us and we're a good fit. And I love your vision, right? Where you're like, man, I want to see this thing grow so that you have the flexibility, but also help as many people as possible. And then by God's providence, right? We show up in your feed or while you were Googling and you're like, we have such great alignment with our values, in place that you're like, I gotta jump in. Now that you are in the program, where are you in the program and what success have you seen?
So I started late May actually, and really was committed to do everything that you guys have laid out and follow things and did the early mindset work, all of that, and plugged along through the summer even, which for me, I love summer and I always feel compelled to be outside as much as I can, but I stayed committed through it, learned a lot, kept going through. and have been able to launch, doing things that were out of my comfort zone, making a video, doing our interview, getting on Facebook, the groups, interacting, the leap of faith, each step has brought me to the place where it's working. Yay. It's like it's happening.
Okay, so when you say it's working, what success have you seen?
So I've got a Facebook group that's a month old, and I've got 250 members, and I am interacting and seeing that grow. But from that, again, I'm able to have some calls with people to put this out there. And then I've actually got a few people, they're two sisters actually, that are my initial enrollees in this. So I'm just, this is their second weekend. So it's super exciting to take what has been, the plan, the vision, the program, and now go live. And again, I really like what I've learned in the program that tells me this is vision 1.0. I'm not married to any of it. Like these things that Paul has ingrained in mine and probably everybody's head, that helps us keep moving forward, and just to realize that this is a system. We keep plugging the information back in, and tweak and trust that it's going to go the way it's supposed to, based on what we learn.
I love it. I love it. And now that you've done this, right? That's exciting, right? You started plugging away, you started doing these things, and you've done the three things that we are always focused on, right? Like mindset, the model, and the mentorship. And you've taken all three of those three and you said, I'm going to apply that rigorously into your business. And now you're starting to see fruit from it, right? And now that you've had your first enrollment, how many times do you think you could keep doing this?
I am so excited to just take this, and I really practice the vision of seeing myself doing it, and to continue to have the tools, and what you just said, other people, mentorship. Because I think for all of us, there are times where we have a day, week, or time where we're like, is this working? Is it going to work? That doubt, the things that creep in. Um, but I can be okay in knowing that the pause or whatever, if I keep doing what I'm supposed to, is going to be okay. So yeah, I'm excited.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, what would you say to someone who's considering Christian Business Incubator (CBI) and are like, should I pull the trigger? Should I not pull the trigger in doing the program?
Well, easily, I think that trusting in what may be for you an opportunity that may not come again. When I think about if I had missed it, or for some reason, a fear, overthinking, double-minded, right?
Yeah,
Those things would have kept me from being here. And for me, the fear of like the what if, I want to be able to keep going in a way that even if it doesn't work exactly the way I thought, at least I've taken the steps, and I don't have that what if I had, what if I did. So I would say, um, yes, step in. I have not had a moment of regret, or anything that came up that I couldn't find some help with. The weekly calls, just the connections and ability to like talk to the guy who runs and owns this thing. I don't know any of the program where you can do that. So that is very real to me and very valuable. So yeah, here I am, however many months in, and feeling like I'm very fortunate in a select group here.
I love it. I love it. Susan, as we wrap this up, any parting tips for folks on this path?
I'm gonna say jump in, because even as I've started, everything you guys are doing just keeps getting better. Like there are more things you keep doing with your program that's making it better for us, in terms of resources and different ways to take our businesses and advance them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And we're always and that's the beauty of the space we're in, right? Where we're not saying, hey, we have it all planned out exactly to the T. right? Things are always changing. Algorithms are always changing. Platforms are always changing. So we're going to change with them. And the beauty of CBI is that we're trying to stay up to date with all of those things so that we can give it to you guys to make it as easy as possible, right? And as simple as possible to continue growing your business. So Susan, thank you so much for being a part of this, sharing your testimony. And we are rooting for your future success. Like we are so excited. Like we're always celebrating when some of our members get their first clients, because now we know you did it once, you can do it again and again and again and again. And that vision that you had of like, hey, I'm going to be able to find the freedom and also help people, you're one step closer to that. So thank you for being a part of the team.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ken.
Yeah. With that, I'll leave all of you guys and I hope you have a great day and God bless.